Oh, we're getting so off track. Anyway, J.K. Rowling. Yeah. Speaking of, the new Lord of the Rings show's coming out.
Yes, I saw the intro, the teaser trailer. They gave my gosh.
How good were those shots?
Did you? I was reading about that. So the shot is them pouring molten metal into the mold to make the rings, and they actually, that wasn't CGI.
No, I know.
They really filmed molten metal.
And they shot it on 35 millimeter, I heard.
Really cool.
I heard they're shooting on 35 millimeter.
They spent so much money on this project.
It's the most expensive show of all time. It's about to take a giant dump on Game of Thrones, all right? Fuck Game of Thrones. Yeah, fuck Game of Thrones. You heard me say it here.
Love Game of Thrones.
First time. This is going to be a much better show.
Are they actually going to release that Game of Thrones prequel, or is it not going to ever come out?
Is it not out yet?
No.
Really?
House of Dragon? No, they gave a teaser for it a year ago.
I'm not excited for it. It looks too
not really either,
they look like they're all in wigs.
Yes.
Like it doesn't feel like real, it actually authentic, is a world.
Yeah.
Right? Like the beautiful part of the first 4 seasons of Game of Thrones
it felt real gritty and real.
It was really gritty.
I think that's honestly why the first the 3 Lord of the Rings movies did so much better than The Hobbit, was they really made everything tangible. All the makeup for the orcs, everything was actual makeup.
Yeah.
And then when it came to The Hobbit, it was all CGI.
All CGI.
And it didn't look as good.
No. Peter Jackson had to approve every single texture of costume and prop.
I love that. I love
every single piece of it was sent to him first for approval. And he's like, this doesn't work. Think about that. So he held and decided if this was part of his world.
I love that.
You know how incredible that is? The whole story of Lord of the Rings, people don't really understand. Like J.R.R. Tolkien, World War I vet, was in the trenches, came up with this masterpiece of a story that tied in like cultural signals to so many different types of cultures, Norse mythology, Jewish mythology, right? Like the whole dwarfism, like, what I'm saying? Maybe that could be kind of like somewhat kind of racist, right? But the way certain cultures responded to certain real life cultures, he knew intuitively how to tie that together. And it was us seeing that on the screen. There's something clocking in our mind that makes this feel so familiar.
I was in school with a kid whose last name was Tolkien, and the rumor was that he was related to him, and I never found out if it was true or not. But he had lovely handwriting.
Did he?
Yeah, beautiful handwriting.
He's the first one to make up an entire language. He made 4 languages. Wow. Elvish, the Black speech, which is what they, when they're making the ring.
I haven't read Lord of the Rings, but
No?
Yeah.
Okay. Here's a cool fun fact about Lord of the Rings. So the main characters all have rings of power.
No, I know the story, yeah.
Right, but characters that aren't really talked about, like Galadriel.
Yeah.
She already has a ring.
Yeah.
Right? Gandalf already has a ring.
Yeah.
So when he's fighting off the Balrog in the Mines of Moria, he's calling upon the Ring of Arnor, which he already has. So he already has a ring of power, not the ring of power. One that's explained in the very beginning. You know how they do like
the one ring to rule them all.
That's the bad one. There was other ones.
Bind them. Yeah.
Right? No, there was like the 5 rings, I think.
They gave to the kings
elves,
and the elves.
The 7 or the 9
dwarfs,
for
the king of the dwarfs or whatever it was. Yeah.
I don't know if the king of dwarfs actually.
The dwarfs got a ring.
Probably
Gimli got one, didn't he? Or not him, but
not Gimli. I think his dad did.
All right.
Yeah, or Thorin maybe.
Gimli Senior.
Yeah, I should know that.